Good afternoon, everyone. Alice here from Vancouver Financial Network. Today is January 10th, 2021. We have a special technical analysis for Boeing stock specifically, just because lots of you guys actually asking me about what's the price on Monday morning, because unfortunately, sadly enough, we had like a crash in Indonesia airport, and not the airport actually, just 30 miles, I think 40 miles away from the airport, just a Boeing 737 model crashed, and because of the kind of like a fishy history for a MAX model, everyone is talking about, oh, there is going to be another like a shutdown for the Boeing operation. We are going to cover everything in this technical analysis video, and looking to the news, and just going briefly to what happened to that event, and see if that accident is going to crash Boeing price, or it's going to be just minor correction as we expected on the chart, and it's going to be like a buying opportunity. Let's go to chart, and first of all, let's go to the news, see what is happening in the news and what is happening in the real scenario. Alright, so here is the website, BBC website, by the way, and here is the news. It just came out like 22 hours ago, and a Boeing 737 passenger plane crying. 62 people is believed that have crashed into the sea shortly after takeoff. Indonesia capital Jakarta said that. And here is the elevation that Boeing crashed. And unfortunately, all passengers actually dead after that accident, after that crash. And the thing is very, very important. I want to just bring it up. Here is the data for the crash and for the airplane model. So the Indonesian Navy was reportedly that the aircraft was 737, but it is not. Again, it is not 737 MAX, which is gonna be a very, very dramatic if it was 737 MAX, because all the 737 MAX grounded from like in March 2019. I'm gonna look at it on the chart, and for 2 years almost actually Boeing was hammered just because of that news. But this model was not 737 MAX. And the model was, I believe it was somewhere here, and it was like a 737-500. That's what I believe. That was a model of the aircraft. Let me see if I can find it in the news. Yeah, right there. So here is the Jakarta airport, and Boeing just flight, and just 4 minutes after that disappeared from the radar here, somewhere here. So 2K, almost like 1 mile after departure, which is very, very sad, and God bless all of the passengers. And I really pray that all the families, all the friends actually just take, like, I don't know, rest and peaceful feeling. But it is very tough, it is very hard. And here is the data for the flight. According to the registration detail, the plane was 26-year-old Boeing 737-500. So this doesn't mean that stock is gonna crash or not. This gives us data that, okay, that was a 26-year-old, although they say that it was in good condition, but lots of things happening in 26-year-old, like a Boeing or any airplane. So that's gonna just reveal a little bit, like give a brief to all the investors. Okay, probably we will have a correction, or we will have like a gap down, but it's not gonna be crazy crash in the Boeing chart price, because this is like incident happened, and it can happen anywhere. It can happen for any airplane or any aircraft. It's not just for Boeing. It can be happen for Airbus or something like that. So this is a sadly accident, but it is not based on the technical issues for all Boeing model. Probably this Boeing has like an issue and they didn't take care of that, but it is not Boeing fault. It is probably somewhere else. This estimation is coming to the news that, okay, so hold on, wait a minute, we can see that if that Boeing has a problem, but this is 26-year-old and all the same model actually is working around the board after 26 year. They can't find like any similar situation, so it's not going to be like the case with Max 737. It's going to be like a sadly issue or sadly technical issue for that specific accident. All right, let's go to chart, see what chart tells us. So here is the weekly chart for Boeing, and here is March. This is a gap, March 2019, and Boeing gap down just because of the issue for let me just yeah, you can see that here is the gap down. Boeing price was like almost above 400. Now after that news came down all the way down, and here is the rejection. Boeing just reversed back up to fill the gap but rejected, and after that you will see like a price is choppy because of good news, bad news, good news, bad news. And then here is the February 2020, which all stocks including airlines and including Boeing and the other stocks as well just crashed and fall down, and it's going like a back and forth. Here's the weekly chart, and to be honest, weekly chart is doing great. Like regardless what was happening like 2 days ago with that crash, but this weekly chart is amazing. Like we had a good impulse. If you guys remember, we jumped here somewhere here with Boeing like 154, I believe 160, 154 and 178. We just jumped back, and then we got this rally all the way back up here to 220, like at $220. We just got out because of this red bar here. However, this is a gap fill here, and this is not the one that I'm showing now. This, if you go back to my airline technical analysis video like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, I show you this is like a gap, and this is the area that I believe stock is gonna react to that, and here what it is. And we will see like at the beginning of this year, like September 5th, like at the beginning of the December, we are seeing that Boeing price in weekly chart is going down. Here is the doji bar, and what is in doji bar, you know what I mean. If you take my countdown video, if you take my countdown course, I explained to you everything. This with this price action means stock is gonna go higher. However, this incident happened, and that incident happened, maybe we have like a gap down here, but what should I expect is maximum retracement is going to be like this here, 187, 188. That's going to be a buying opportunity for Boeing. However, this is a trend line. Here is low, higher low, and this is a trend line, another one here. If price goes down here, that's going to be crazy buying opportunity. It's going to be in gap, it's going to be in trend line, and it's going to be like very, very good opportunity for all investors and also traders. I'm not sure if price goes down all the way from 209 to 150, I don't know, 178, or even lower like 160 or something like that. But if it goes down, we are gonna buy crazy here. For those traders that came with me with my long signal here, probably we will be stopped out, probably, or a stop loss. I don't know, it was like a 192, 193, so that's going to be here somewhere, and we may shortly get a stopped out. However, that stop is going to be based on the daily close or weekly close about below our stop level, so we need to pay attention to that. However, this is going to be, I believe, 187 to 188. That's gonna be our first guesstimation for Boeing price gap down here to this level, and then if it holds here, it's gonna go back all the way up to 261. That's what I believe. It's gonna fill up this gap and probably going higher down the road, like in 2 months, 3 months, we are gonna see like 285. But so far trend is up and trend is doing great. Even if we have like more gap down here, that's going to be my level. That is my first scenario. So let's point it out. This is first scenario, and second scenario is going to be like here to this, about this, like 167, 157 to 178. That's going to be a gap. However, we have this trend line here. Let me just here, right there. So here is the trend line here. So we're gonna see like a Boeing is coming back here. Option 2. Let's go to daily chart. Daily chart is all right. So here is the daily chart. Daily chart is showing exactly the same thing. So this is our gap, and this is again another one, like not this one, because this one is not the trend line, the one that I show in weekly. But this one, let me clean stuff for you as well. This is too much. All right. So here is the scenario that I'm looking at. Like a Boeing is going back to here. The worst case scenario is going to be here, like this gap here, the one that I show you in the weekly chart. But this is going to be very, very huge, and it's going to be support here, 172. SMA 20, 200 moving average SMA here. But I'm not sure if the price goes down to all the way down to there, but it's gonna be pretty good support for all the investors. And let me just dash this. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good support here. We're gonna see price have like a 2 level. This level is gonna be like very, very nice level for me. I think Boeing is gonna go down here and then possibly going back up here after like a news is coming. This is not a sad, this is not sadly news for price, but this is very sad news for everyone. Like all the people actually in Indonesia, they have really hard time now, believe me or not. But price is gonna be here somewhere around like above 180. That's gonna be like price going down there and then going back up here. That's going to be my level. All right, so let's see how chart actually is doing. Let's see how price is happening, opening, sorry, is opening in Monday's session. Here is the trend, and I believe this trend needs to be broken up, and any close above this trend, it's gonna skyrocket price to these levels. All right, so we will talk about that later, but here is my technical analysis, and here is my estimation about the price. So again, going back to here, price is gonna be here somewhere here, 172, 178 to 195. That's gonna be a first option, and second option is gonna be like going down all the way to 172. That's gonna be 200 moving average. All right, so if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up here, and you can subscribe here through subscribe in our channel through this link. That would be appreciated. That's the only help that you can do, guys, to help us to make this video ongoing and make a better good qualified videos. All right, have a fantastic weekend, guys. See you on the chart. Bye bye.